Yo, what up, Waterholics? So today I'll be working on a little project. This is the Harbor Freight workbench table. And issues I'm having with it is the leveling feet do not move the way I wish it would. So today I'm gonna be putting some wheels on it, fabricating some wheels so it fits right up on there. And yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Let's get to it. So for this fabrication build, it's going to be a pretty simple process. I am going to screw these wheels onto this plate here. And you might be wondering, well, why don't you weld it? Well, the reason I don't want to weld it is because if this wheel breaks, then I won't be able to take it off. And then I'll just have to replace the whole thing, get a new piece of steel and everything else. So if this breaks here somewhere, I could just easily just unscrew it. I still got my plate. I still got the screw that's going to go up into it. And all I got to do is replace this caster wheel. So pretty simple build. I'm just going to line it up right here. Pretty much just mark it. I'm just nothing fancy. And then obviously I want to mark my holes. Just mark my holes just like that, and then drill some holes together and put screws through them, and then we're gonna take what's already the screws that are already coming through the bottom of this table and put it on the top of this, so I can just screw them right back in. So, all right. So I went ahead and cut all the pieces. All right, so here are the caster wheels. As I was showing before, I went ahead and put that plate on here, put a bolt through, and tighten it down with a lock nut. I always use lock nuts, always will, because rolling this car around, vibrations and everything else will, if you do not have a lock nut on here, it will just come right off, pop right off. It's actually what happened to the leveling feet that was on here before. They just walked right off. So always use my lock nuts, and this is the build. We got the caster wheel, the plate screwed down, and I welded the original bolt on to this. So all I have to do is just screw this right into these legs here. So here we are, we flipped over the table, and so originally on the titanium table, there are, as I've mentioned before, there are hex nuts on the bottom that have been welded on here, and that is straight from Harbor Freight like that. So as I mentioned before, I took this bolt that was already there for the leveling feet and welded it on to a plate, and then screwed the plate on to the caster wheel, and it is really just this simple. So I'm going to take this, and this right here is what a lock nut is. So it's a hex nut with a seal on the inside, and that seal gets tight, and as you tighten it down, it can't go back, so it won't wiggle off. It will stay tight right in place where you put it. So that is why I'm going to install these on them wheels. All right, so here we go. Here's the final product. Finally got my workbench on wheels, and I can finally move it around however I don't. So, and just to make sure that the locking wheels work, that's on, and it's not moving. So that works. Let's turn it back off. Back off. We'll set the roll again. So here we go. This is the titanium work table from Harbor Freight, and now it's on wheels and mobile. So excited for that. Finally got me a table I can move around in my little work area. So excited. Thank you for watching. Be safe. Well,